everybody. I'm with Mitchell Desponcio, and he's from Philadelphia. He's one of the tattoo artists who's attending this tattoo expo in McAllen, which is Palm City Expo. So, Mitchell, tell us about yourself, where the tattoo shop is and the name.
I work at the Seance Parlor owned by world-renowned artist Paul Acker, horror-themed spooky shop. So
How long have you been working there?
I've been working there about 2 years now, so definitely cool.
Awesome. Tell me about your tattoo artist history. How did you start? When did you start?
I started a little over 10 years ago tattooing. I was just get tattooed at shops, eventually found a shop willing to teach me.
Yes.
Did the whole apprenticeship for a couple years. Then about a year after I finished my apprenticeship, I ended up moving to Texas. I tattooed in El Paso for about 9 years.
Oh, wow.
And then I got the opportunity to move to Philly, so
Yeah. So once upon a time you were here in Texas.
I was for about 9 years.
So you're familiar with us.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm excited to ask a question. Why horror portraits?
Horror's just always been something I've been into with I guess the art of it. Like you see all the blood, the lighting, the effects, the makeups. It's just super intriguing for me, especially to try to recreate on skin. It's a huge challenge that I'm down for.
Dude, I love your work.
Thank you so much.
Normally and usually whenever we're looking at expos to attend, conventions, fest, and I always look at Instagrams, and sometimes they won't post, who's attending, but when they post who's attending, I jump on it, and I was like, oh my God, like we're big horror fans. Like
awesome.
The majority of our family is horror fans. Like how can you not?
Right?
Yeah, and then even my husband is like, when we met, he wasn't really that into horror, but now he is.
Oh.
Like you have no choice.
Right? You got that work on him?
Yes. Which portrait of yours do you think about like you're so proud of? And I'm pretty sure you're proud of all of them, but which one sticks out?
One I got to do it this year from the new Terrifier film, the scene where he put the eyeball back in. I got to do that scene with all the blood, like the big fake eye. Like, that's one of my favorites.
I love it, and I'm guessing you saw the movie.
Of course, love the movie.
Right? Like I feel like that particular movie, the first and second, obviously, they don't make movies like that. Like it was so intense.
Terrifier's gonna be like the next horror icon. Art the Clown, like I really see him being the new Jason.
Yeah.
Just that slasher, they're just gonna keep making them.
Yeah.
Just brutal and brutal. Like, I love it.
Would you ever like to meet the director and like the actor?
I would love to meet, Damien Leone and David Horton.
Yes.
Like both of those, they would be incredible people to cross paths with.
So just to let you know, they are both attending, and I'm here like I'm advertising, Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Ooh.
It's in Dallas, Fort Worth. So it's a 3-day weekend, and they're both going to be there. John Carpenter's going to be there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I believe Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, they're going to be there as well. So I think you fit in so perfect. Like, we've been going there for like 15 years. Minus of course COVID because it ruined it. But I think if there's something you like to do, like I could imagine you being there. And there's only been like one tattoo artist at that convention.
Oh wow!
Can you imagine?
That would be an honor. I mean,
hey man, I would look into it because I could totally see you doing it. Like, I love it. What brings you to conventions?
Honestly, I just like being a part of the community, like the artist community, being able to give back, give people who really don't get to experience this type of event, give them a chance to see firsthand kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
Especially just all the different styles you have here. You have anime, realism, watercolor, like anything you want, you'll find. So.
Awesome. So what are you working on today, the client that you have right now?
Today I'm working on just like a spooky face, like all tongue out, a bunch of crazy texture coming out. Don't believe we're gonna finish it today. It's in her arm, it's a really painful spot. So we're at least gonna try to get all the black in, map it out real well.
So is this something that hopefully you'll get to finish tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow I actually get to do an Art the Clown. So I'm stoked for that. The client I'm working on today though, he runs Texas Ink Mag. So like I see him regularly at the convention, so I'm definitely gonna get it finished up soon.
I just met him and his wife. I bought one of her knitted outfits.
Yeah, like she crochets.
Crochets, and I fell in love with it. So
they're beautiful, right?
Yes, I'm like, why isn't anybody coming over here?
Yeah, that's been mind-blowing.
What are your plans 10 years from now? You see yourself doing this still, or maybe your own shop, or do you have any plans?
I really don't know about 10 years.
5 years?
5 years, I'd like to be living in 2 different cities, just rotating throughout the year, and then just traveling on top of that. Like, I'd love to go to Europe. I want to go to Canada, tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, ideally, hit all the continents I can. So I don't know if Antarctica, but I don't know how cool they would be with it.
Yeah.
I would definitely love to at least have that experience, be able to travel out more. So.
Yeah. Okay. Can you let our audience know your Instagram so they can follow you?
On Instagram, I'm a XX Cold Soul XX. I still live in the 2000s MySpace hardcore name, so easy to find.
Awesome. Well, it's very nice meeting you, Mitchell.
Very nice to meet
and
you.
can't wait to see all your tattoos this weekend.
Yes, I'm excited to share what I got. Ah!
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
Good.
Hey guys, I'm with Plugs. Plugs
Well-
is a piercer, so tell us about your piercing life, how you started, your story.
I was just a young, stupid kid hanging around a tattoo shop, getting piercings where I could, hanging out, painting back there, and went to the tattoo shop. You know, they saw that I could paint a little bit, whatnot.
Yeah.
And I asked to get a job, to see if I could be an apprentice. My mentor, at the time he wasn't, he laughed right at me, you know, he's like, I don't have time for that. I was like, damn, you know? I was hanging around, so I swept, mopped, I was like, well, I'm out. And like, as I was walking out, he's like, I don't have time to show you how to tattoo, but if you want to learn how to be a badass piercer, I could help you do that. So he had me working there, and I was there obviously part-time, so I worked at HEB. And I had a really rough apprenticeship. Like, I don't think too many people do apprenticeships the proper way anymore. And he put me through the ringer. And yeah, after my apprenticeship was done, he wanted me to work for him full-time at his McAllen shop. And I was like, bro, I got HEB going on. And he pulled out a fat wad of cash.
Yeah.
And then like counted a bunch of it. He threw me like 2 G's. He's like, go quit HEB, work for me full-time.
Wow.
And I was like, well, what about, he's like, no, like, just go quit, that's yours, and work for me full-time. And I took it and I ran with it.
Yeah.
I've pierced all over, you know, Chicago, you name it, well, Florida, Mexico. Currently, I've been with Buena Suerte for going on 5 years now.
Nice.
Out of Far, Texas. I love it. Awesome.
Do you have a favorite piercing that you like to do?
It's like a 3-way tie for first. I'm not gonna say I like them all. I enjoy piercing.
Right.
But up there for 3, Filtrum, surface anchors, any nostril projects, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
the bigger the hole, the better. I also do enjoy putting hooks in people for body suspension.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's really fun.
Tell me about that.
I was very intrigued. I saw it like on Taboo or whatever when I was a little kid. And my mentor, I was like 17, and I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let's do it. And I was like, oh shit, like, you mean now? He's like, yeah. So he did it on me, and I fell in love with it. I've probably done a total of like maybe 12 body suspensions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a couple human suspensions at some tattoo conventions and stuff like that.
I wouldn't
It's
be
pretty
surprised
cool.
if I was the one doing it. Actually,
Yeah.
like, I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's cool, like, to get flown out to put hooks in people and,
Right.
and do that. I'm like, yeah, that's badass. Yeah.
So, talk me through the human suspension. Like, what is the process that you tell the client, you know, you're going to feel this or?
Well, usually, like, if they come into it, they
Yeah.
know what they want. So there's a bunch of different ones. There's like the Sitting Lotus, so the back. There's this, I did one called the Hellraiser. I had 28 hooks in me, and I was in that cage just like, you know, for a long time.
Right, right.
Yeah. I think I showed you a picture of that yesterday or something like that. Yeah.
So is that traveling with piercing and everything, right?
Yeah, I do paintball. That's my hobby. You
Oh,
know?
yes. Tell me about the paintball.
Oh, paintball is my hobby. This is my 3rd season back playing for the team called Texas Militia. A bunch of my homies, my boys. I'm missing practice. They're all out there getting it. But that's what I do outside of work. My boss
Yeah.
is really cool with me traveling. So I do play in the NXL series. I play in the USXBL series. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty active with that. A lot of traveling there. I am the guest piercer at BioLab in Houston, Texas. Johnny Jackson, you the man. Thanks for putting me on. Piercings, it saved me. It saved me. You know, it kept
Yeah.
my mind focused and living it up now.
Well, I'm glad that it did because I wouldn't have met you.
Yeah, for real.
It wouldn't be
dude.
happening right now, man. You're living the life.
Yeah, you know, I love it. I love it. I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I got an appointment in 2 hours. I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
So we got to see you in action. You were piercing a lady today. Tell us about that piercing. What did she get?
She got a conch piercing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love doing those. Those are fun. She wanted to get a big cluster in there, so we did that.
Yeah.
She had an existing piercing, so it was a little tricky to get it. We got it on. No blood.
Yeah.
Everything I use is internal threaded or threadless jewelry.
Yeah.
You know, no external threaded. That's horrible stuff. I do like to freehand as much as I can.
Wow.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
There's a different variety of different piercings, right? And different levels of pain where it's particularly at.
I try to be smooth with it. Like she was just like, that was
She did great.
Yeah, all my clients have been really good. Like I haven't had any bleeders this weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, wow, I thought that was gonna hurt a lot more, you know?
Yeah.
And I just try to be sweet. I'm not like, you know,
Yeah.
struggling. I'm chilling. I've been doing it forever, so.
Yeah, and you're very professional about it too, and I really like that. You know,
Yeah.
you're gentle, you're attentive. You know, we were listening to everything you were
It's
saying.
work, you know, when you work for Buena Suerte, like, you know, like there's no cutting corners and, you know, there's a expectation that we gotta, you know, keep, set
Right,
that bar.
as it should be.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when it's
Yeah.
work, it's all work. Don't get me wrong, you know,
Yeah.
outside of work, you know, everybody does, well, I do my own thing, everybody
Yeah,
does their own thing, you know.
exactly. Yeah.
Catch me at the bowling alley, you know.
Ooh, bowling, gotta do that.
Yeah, super fun. Or shooting darts,
Yeah.
you know, I'm pretty decent. I don't want to brag, but, you know, the
Yeah.
triple 20s, I got that.
Ooh. And I would have never expected that or anything. Like, you do all these amazing things, man.
Dude, life's too short not to have fun, so I'm just doing what I want and staying out of trouble. Trying to stay out of
that's
trouble.
an awesome plan. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. When I was a young rascal, I was getting in some trouble, and
Yeah.
that shit gets old. I have a son as well, so he's 5. So about 5 years ago is when I got my head out of my ass. You know what I'm saying?
And what's your son's name?
My son's name is Norm,
Norm?
after a buddy of mine, Norm. Norm from Love Letters. Eric. Yeah, he actually did the CS tattoo on my forehead. And when he was doing it, I was just like, yo, homie, I'm having a boy. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, would it be weird if I named him Norm? And he's just like, you know that's not my real name, Plug. I'm like, I know it's Eric, dude, but I'm saying Norm. He's like, I think that's cool as shit, you know?
Yeah.
Finished my tattoo, and my son's name is Norm. Like, that's his real
Nice.
name, Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Norman, not nothing, Norm.
Yeah, and you were telling me that like everything that you do it for your son.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. It's
You
a
know?
beautiful thing.
Yeah, you gotta set a good example, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
It'd be nice to meet your son. Maybe you can show me a picture in a little while.
Yeah, actually it's his birthday tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, so last year when they had this expo, the last day was on his birthday, so I brought him by and whatnot, you know, and I left a little early,
Yeah.
but actually it's tomorrow, so
Wish him a happy birthday.
hey, happy birthday, little dude.
Oh.
Daddy loves you.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
man.
does. It's been a pleasure meeting you, man. Like,
It
it's
was
so
awesome.
cool. I'm glad that we ran into each other, you know, by
chopped
the
it up.
snack. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Finally got a chance to interview you.
Dude.
Love your story. And I hope to see you again in the expos and conventions.
Catch
man.
me everywhere. You can also catch me at the Bio Lab when I'm not.
Oh, yeah, in Houston?
Yeah, Houston. When I'm not at the shop, I'm at the Bio Lab, or I'm doing an expo,
Yeah.
or shooting people with my gun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Paintball.
Yeah, paintball. Tournaments. Tournament paintball.
Share with our audience your Instagram name.
Oh, yeah, my Instagram. It's lplugs, EL_PLUGS. If you want to set something up, anything like that, get at me, dude. I'm about it. I love traveling. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
Woo.
Yeah.